Just over a year ago, the Alberta government launched water sharing negotiations and agreements as southern Alberta braced for what was believed to be another significant drought. Well, as we head into this spring, reservoir levels are back up to average, and irrigation districts say those water sharing agreements won't likely be needed this year. Carson Marsouk reports.
Water storage levels are significantly better, almost 3 times as much as they were at this time last year.
This spring is likely to bring less anxiety for farmers and irrigation districts when it comes to water. Current water storage in southern Alberta's reservoirs are up from last year. The St. Mary Reservoir is sitting at 51%, whereas it was at 14% this time last year, while the Old Man is steady at 55%.
We're actually fairly optimistic that we're going to have a much more successful irrigation season this up for 2025 compared to 2024.
And because of those higher water and snow levels, water sharing agreements signed last year likely won't be needed this season.
We've been in discussion, as the major water users, and talking also with folks at Alberta Environment. And we don't anticipate likely needing them this year.
1 year ago, the historic agreements were signed by southern Alberta municipalities and irrigation districts to voluntarily reduce water use.
Our reservoirs are in good shape. Soil moisture is in good shape. So even if snow continues to be lighter than normal, really not a major concern for this year for our district. We should be in good shape.
Well, the city of Lethbridge saw a 16% reduction in water use last year. Officials say residents should continue to be mindful of water usage this spring.
Right now, the outlook is okay. It's not as bleak as it was last year, which is good. But we still need to move forward with water conservation efforts for sure.
David Westwood says there is no water allocation set for this year yet, with a hope that more precipitation is in the forecast.
Some more wet snow in the mountains and some more accumulation in the mountains between now and I would say end of April, early May or mid-May would be ideal, because that snow then leads to stored reserves, which will eventually melt as we get into summer.
Carson Marsouk, CTV News, Lethbridge.
Last year, the St. Mary River Irrigation District set a water allocation rate of 8 inches, a 50% drop compared to normal. The district plans to have this year's allocation announced by early April.